Yo. Let me see if I can put some music on or something real quick. Just because it's a little awkward by, you know, no music on is weird. Just a little bit weird, man. Oops. Let me not. Let's see. I'm not sure how to tell whether a song is copyrighted or not. But last time I played Chilled Cow, I got copyright claimed. Oh no, that song is definitely copyrighted, bro. That's what played last time. Alright, this one's fine, I believe. Let me open up YouTube. Alright, let's see. Alright, perfect. King, yo, what's up, bro? Alright, this is specifically for anyone who wants to learn just how to make like a basic move, because right now I'm just gonna make Kamehameha. I'm gonna try to make it very basic, using only tween service. Homeboy's skill over here is crazy with the scripting, but you know, I only know tween right now, so I'm not as good as skill might be. Hi Yoshwin, what's up Boruto? Make it blue and flashing, yes sir. Click so fast because I saw Kamehameha, but our definition, yeah dude, Kamehameha has a fucking. Alright, so here's what it looks like right now. I'll show you what it looks like at the moment. This is what the Kamehameha is gonna look like, right? So you're gonna have the base part, the body, and then the like the blast, I guess. This is like the propelled blast. So these two parts you can just make. Jesse, stop. These two parts you can just make with a sphere and a cylinder, and then this mesh here you just get it from like your toolbox in here. If you need a link, let me get a link for you real quick. I'll give you a link to a little mesh workshop that Zen sent me. Alright, cool. So if you need a quick set of meshes, that's what I use right there. Can I build you a house? The stance gonna be like Goku. That's all in animation, so you just animate that. For now, I'm not worried about animations. I'm just worried about getting the moves done. Oh shit, my bad. Can you build me a life? I got you. Alright, so is anyone gonna follow along, or you guys just watching? Because if you guys are just watching, I'll chill. Oh, my bad. Yo, Pepe, you want to know what you should make? You should make Luffy and his Gum Gun Gatling and cannon. I could probably do that. I was thinking of doing like a Ki Blast Barrage too, so it'd be basically the same script, but instead of Ki Blasts, it would be like hands. I always miss comments. I don't know why. Yours was long too. I don't know how I missed that. Watching, alright, bet. I asked. Jesse, what if you profile pic? It's all good, G. Yes, sir. Alright, King, do you have the set of meshes that I was talking about? I posted the link in the chat, so you can grab that. This song seems like it's gonna be copyrighted, so I'm just gonna skip this. Nah, bro. Oh, nah, bro. Bruh, all these songs are like overused, so they're definitely copyrighted at some point. Here's again. Please like the video and sub. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop a like. King, I'm gonna start without you, bro. So the way I made this, right? Let me just let me duplicate this. So the mesh, I just grabbed it, right? And then all I did was insert a sphere and a cylinder, right? There's probably other ways you can do this as well, but so I rotated this, yeah, and then this just kind of stays the same, whatever. And then what you do is go here, you want to open up your properties where it says material, and change it to neon. I like using neon just because it gives it that like vibrant look, you know what I mean? So this is right here, this right here is neon. And you want to do the exact same thing to this one. And then if you want to move things into each other, like instead of going like this, you use the move you use the move option up here, and then you can just move it into other parts and shit like that. But once you're done with that, it'll look like this. Basically, you just make the cylinder bigger, rotate it, and then put it like within the mesh here. Same with this, you just want to make it like centered with the body of the Kamehameha. This is a little off center, so I'm just gonna bring it down a little bit. Does YouTube have chat filter? I'm not sure, honestly. Is the move gonna be longer? Yeah, this is gonna expand. All right, so thanks for asking that, because now I can show you what that is gonna look like. So as a reference, I'm just gonna keep the Kamehameha just kind of like on the side over here, and then let me just put them in the workspace. Okay, so what I like to do, I like to put stuff in folders just because it makes my life easier. But yeah, so you want to put a starter, what is it, a starter script, right? No, starter pack. You want to put a local script into the starter pack. So what a local script is basically if you do stuff into a local script, then it's stuff that only you can see, rather than like the server script where everyone in the server can see like what you're seeing. So like for the move, you want to do your abilities in server scripts, and okay, everything looks good now, I believe. How's everything look so far? How's everything going? Is it going smooth, or how's everything going? I mean, you can hear me pretty well. I think it looks good now. Yeah, we're good. All right, so like I was saying, can you put me on something to drink? Start drinking some G Fuel, bro. So I'm gonna start with a script here. Local scripts for remote events are always gonna be the same. Kamehameha. So I like to name my scripts just so it's a little more organized. I think we're back. Yeah, YouTube's being weird today. All right, we should be straight. All right, so this is what my remote local scripts look like. It's basically can I zoom in? Yeah, I can. All right, so local is what you want to use to define your variables. So like if I put like local, you know, like cooldown equals 2, then cooldown would be defined, therefore you can use the term cooldown in your script, right? Don't spam local var. Yeah, you don't do all this. I mean, I don't know how to compact local fucking functions, but you know, that's all skill, bro. Like, I don't know shit about that. I know what I know. He knows what he knows. Whatever. Anyway, user input service is like what you input into your shit, you know. So like if you press fucking Y, that's a input service. Yeah, that it gathers that basically. So I use this to recognize basically what key I'm pressing. Player.game. So local scripts, you have a local player, so you just define it as player equals game. So game is like the running function, the game basically. Players is just what you call players, and local player is you. Character, you always do player.character or player. You don't really need this part, but I like to put it just because it's a player.character added. So it'll wait for a character to be added to the game. Humanoid is character. Wait for child is waiting for someone to join game. Humanoid. So if the character has a humanoid part in them, it'll recognize them as a humanoid. All models usually have a humanoid. Can also have another type of player in the workspace, which would be game.players.skill all. Yes, yeah. You can name like what if you want to do like a specific character that gets something, you just add their name at the end. Control C, Control V. Yeah, he wanted my my ice script. Local debalance is usually like a cooldown type shit, you know, or like you can put like enabled equals. You don't need to be, it doesn't need to be debalance. It can just be like enabled or whatever. Local mouse, this is what I use for when I fire my shots, so it's not just like coming out from the humanoid root part. The humanoid root part is the torso basically, so I'll explain a little more about that later. But I use this so I can just use shift lock and point shit wherever I wanted to go. And then here's where we do user input service, right? So let me copy these into my Kamehameha, and I'll walk you guys through the rest. I'll probably watch some beginner videos, then I'll watch this. I don't know, dude. You don't really need beginner videos. Beginner videos don't really show shit like this. King said same. Alright, so user input service. You can put UIS as well. This is gonna be the like I said, the like whatever you input into the keyboard or whatever. Input began is when you begin your input. Connect will connect the input to this function here, and then the function will be input and is typing. Okay. Instructions unclear. I ended up with a virus. Easy. This is beginners. This isn't for someone like Skill, this is beginners as fuck. I respect your work. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. You know, I'm still starting out with this shit, so like whatever I can do, I can do. Gotta charge my phone. This kid wanted me to do this, and now he's out. All right. So if not is typing, This means if you're not typing into like chat or anything, then if not debounce, then debounce equals true. So this will run the function if input. So this is where you define what key you want to use for your move. So input.keycode. Keycode is the key you're going to be using. So you're going to do equals equals. If you want something to equal something, you always do equals equals, unless you're doing a local definition. So you'll do enum dot keycode, which will be the key code you're going to use, and then I'm going to set the Kamehameha to, let's do E. I don't think I have an E yet. Then game dot replicated storage. Replicated storage is where you want to put your remote events. Your remote events will fire, and then that'll cause the thing to happen. Trying to play Block Switch later. I'll play Block Switch later for sure. I don't know if I can stream it though. So before we move on, go to replicated server, insert object, and a remote event. You can name that whatever you want. I'm gonna name mine Kamehameha. Okay, so then I'm gonna put dot Kamehameha. So each dot is basically like, the dot is going inside of this specific thing. So the game dot, it'll look for the replicated storage. So within the game is replicated storage. Within replicated storage is Kamehameha. Then you want to do a colon fire server. That'll fire the event. So it'll make the event happen. Mouse.hit. Mouse.hit is the function that I use. And then you want to do a wait. So your wait is going to be your cooldown. Also, kids, whenever making remote events, always, and I mean always, put them into replicated storage. Yes, sir. Alright, so what I have here, this right here is just a screen shake. You don't need to add this. I personally don't even understand what this means. So, you know, this is just something that's in a lot of YouTube videos. But it works, and it makes your screen shake. The wait is unnecessary here. The wait was just for the screen shake. And then I'm gonna do a end. I'm gonna do a wait 1, and then we're gonna debounce equals false. And this here ends our local script. This is the end of our local script. So this is like the easy part, actually. This is the easy part, yeah? Pepe, you should learn basic tables and do metadata and meta tables, also meta methods. All right, I'll learn basic tables to start. But yeah, this is the end of your local script. Everything should be fine. Yes, everything looks good. Okay, so now you're gonna go to server script service, and you're gonna insert a script. So this will be your server script basically. And I'm just gonna make I'm gonna name this Kame. All right. So let me open up my Spirit Bomb just for reference. I'm back. Welcome back. So local, I usually do TS. You can do tween service. You can name this whatever you want. And do game get service. So this will get the service that you want. You want to put quotation marks within the parentheses, and then you want to put tween service. So this basically means the variable, which is whatever you want to name this, will go from the game. It'll get the service within the game, and the service that it gets is going to be tween service. Tween service is what you use to make things expand, get bigger, whatever you want to name it, whatever you want to call it. And yeah. Also, Pepe, the math.random function returns a floating point pseudo-random number in the range 0 to less than 1, inclusive of 0 but not 1, with approximately uniform distribution over that range, which can scale around. Damn, brother, you gotta chill. I don't use math.random usually. I usually just do a very high number. Local debounce equals false. I don't think I even use debounce in this script, honestly. So we're gonna do game.replicated server, replicated storage, I mean dot kame, because we're gonna be using the Kamehameha event on server event connect function parentheses. You're gonna do player, and then direction is what I use in order to fire my shots a little more accurately. If you don't want to type all of this in, make it a little bit easier on yourself, you can do something like this, where you can do local remote equals game.replicated storage dot Kamehameha, right? And then if you're following along, it should, so instead of typing all of this again, you would just do remote dot on server event connect, and then the same thing, function blah blah blah. So if you understand this, you'll understand basic variables and basic like just basic ways to shorten your script, basically. So like in case you need to fire the event more than one time, you don't have to write this down twice. I think I'm going to keep it this way for now, just because it does look a little bit cleaner. So let me just copy this part. Connect function, player direction. Okay. So I'm going to leave it like this, just because this is exactly the same as the other way. It's just because this is already defined as game.replicated storage.kamehameha. So this already gets the remote server, the remote event. So you just type in the variable of the remote event on server event connect. So this will connect the on server event to the following data. Okay. Let's see what's been going on. Hi Pepe. Hey Tropang, what's up? Be my teacher. This man said be my teacher. My Discord message, I'll look at that later. I'm not gonna teach you 4+ years of Lua knowledge in a span of a month. Yeah, dude, it's crazy, bro. Hey, we got about 3 to 5 years. I'm 12, he's 19. Oh yeah, you're very young, Jesse. You're 14. Teach me like a little for starters. Yeah, but you're very young. Teach me how to basic script like shooting bullets. Shooting bullets, this is basically it, bro. Unless you want to learn raise. Razor a bit harder, bro. I don't even know how to do raise yet. Alright, so I got somebody coming over in like 35 minutes, so I got 35 minutes to bang this shit out. So I like to do my damage within my server script most of the time, so we're gonna do local damage, and you can set your damage to anything you want. For testing purposes, I'm gonna do 80 for now. You're gonna do local character. You can use caps or not, it's fine for this, for like the variables. And since player is defined, so since we don't really have a player definition because this is a server script, not a local script. Local script has a player variable, but server scripts don't. And so what you want to do is, if you put player within your function, then you can use it within your variables. So we want to do player.character, and then we're gonna do local player. No, my bad. Local hum RP. This is what I use as a humanoid root part, and this is gonna be your torso. This is gonna be like, basically this is what you use for anything like body velocity. Body velocity is what you use to make your character like go forward, or I'm pretty sure there's more directions as well, but I usually use it for dashing. So like I'll show you how to make a basic dashing script. That's another thing I'll teach you, just because it's a lot easier than this. Maybe here is another way to fire events through the fire server method. All right, let me see that, bro. All right, so the humanoid root part, we're gonna define as character. Wait for child, since we're gonna wait for someone to join the server or whatever. I'm gonna do parentheses, quotation marks, humanoid root part. So this will look for the humanoid root part within the character that joined. Local event equals game gets server gets service replicated storage dot event name. Oh, that's nice actually. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's like completely just fire server. Oh, that's for firing, right? Yeah, okay. That's for firing the server. That's cool. So we need one more definition. We need one more variable, I mean. So we're gonna do local humanoid. Thank you, skill. Character. We can use character now since it's defined already as player.character. Make sure when you're defining stuff that you define what you want to define within your variable before. So like if I had local humanoid equals character dot, let's say for now it's character dot player, right? Now let's say I had this up here. We're gonna get this error here because character has not been defined yet. Character is defined afterwards. So since there's no definition of character before this line here, there's no way this is gonna work. So you want to make sure that you define stuff like in the correct order. Otherwise it won't read what you're saying. It shows in the bottom left, right. Mine was funnier because of PFP. Yeah, that's fine. So humanoid was actually character, wait for child, and then humanoid. All right, cool. So I don't have an animation right now, so I'm gonna skip the animation stuff. All right, this is where we want to define the parts that we use. So I have a total of 3 parts that I'm going to be using. So you just want to name each one. You want to give each one a variable, basically. Variables are just naming shit, basically. So the first one I'm going to use is going to be just a quick like Kame. Oh, my bad. I'm fucking up. So local Kame, local middle, and then local let's do base. So we have the 3, we have the ending blast, we have the middle part, and we have the base part, which is going to be the sphere. So what we want to do here is server storage folder. Alright, so I'm going to make this a little bit easier on everyone here if you're watching. I'm going to do local folder equals. And now we want to define basically this folder in here. This Kamehameha folder, right? So instead of typing the following, we're going to do, it's going to be game.server storage because it's in the server storage. Dot folder. Oh, actually, it's not folder. It's Kamehameha because we named it. You want to do the name of your folder, not the folder, unless the name of your folder is fucking folder. Let's see. So this is what it's gonna be, right? So it's gonna be game.serverstorage.kamehameha. So game is all of this stuff. Server storage is what I put my moves in, well, the meshes, and then Kamehameha. So now we have a way to define these 3 things a lot quicker than writing this over and over again. So what we're going to do is local kame equals folder, right? Because we have folder defined, dot kame, since it's within the kame. and then it's gonna be clone, like that. Again, we're gonna do folder dot Kame body, I believe. Body clone, and then the end is folder dot Kame end. Yeah, see, now they appear. So it takes a little bit for the variable to kind of like be recognized within the server, the script itself. But as you can see here, I can choose the 3 parts that I have within the folder. So this is a good sign. This means that this variable here is working within this definition of base or whatever. So we're gonna do Kame. Oh, I think Kame. Let me see what it is again. I forget. Okay, Kame end is the end basically. So yeah, this is right. So we're gonna do clone. So clone will basically take the Kame end. So it'll take the part from the folder and then clone it. Alright, let me reach out. Sorry guys. No, I had to do something. I'm late. That's fine, bro. Oh, hi. Just rewatch stream or something. Yeah, you're making a game. Kinda. It's just something for fun for the server, basically. Nothing crazy. Nothing super serious. Alright, so we got all this, right? So we wanna add some stuff. So we wanna add some information to these 3 things here. So what I'm gonna do is I like to manually anchor everything. You don't have to do it. You can just anchor it before you use this stuff. So you can come in here, you can click on the part and you can anchor it. See, as you can see here, it's not anchored. What anchoring does is it basically makes it so it doesn't just fall. So like if I let me spawn right now. Let me set a spawn point like right around here. I'll show you guys what I mean by anchoring. Let me put this up here. So if I play right now, this is gonna fall right back down. You see that? These 2 parts fell because they're not anchored. The mesh itself is anchored. So if it's not anchored, it won't stay in place. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and anchor it within the script itself. So I'm gonna do Kame.anchored equals true. True means it is, yeah, basically. And I'm gonna go ahead and do that for every part here. So middle.anchored equals true, and you want to make sure that the A in anchored is capitalized. And I want to do base.anchored equals true. It's very fun, the moves. Yes, Pepe, after stream you want to play one of the games I helped make? Sure, man. Skill, can you help fix my phone charger input? What? But yeah, once it's anchored, you're set to go. You're set to basically make the next steps. So I anchor them just because I like to hold the part. I like to hold my moves before I launch them. So while I'm holding, I want them anchored. While I launch them, I want them unanchored. So when you want them to move, you unanchor it. When you want it to stay still, so you can do like a little effect, you want it to be anchored. So we're gonna do Kame.cFrame equals humanoid root part dot cFrame times cFrame dot new, and then I want it to be like on my side. I don't remember if it's the first one that I changed. Yeah, I believe it's the first one. So we're gonna do -3 0 0. So before I move on, actually let me move on real quick. So we're gonna do middle.cFrame equals Kame cFrame. And then we're gonna do base.cFrame equals Kame cFrame. So basically we're just moving everything to where this is going to be. So C frame is basically where it is the coordinate relative to the whatever you want to use. So we're going to use humanoid root part. So this is going to be coordinate relative to the player's torso, basically. So we want to make a new C frame. So we do times C frame dot new, and then we want to move it a little bit to either the right or the left. I don't remember if -3 here moves it to the right or left, but we'll find out soon. A C-frame, short for coordinate frame, yes sir, is a data type used to rotate and position 3D objects as either an object property or a standalone unit. A C-frame contains global X, Y, and Z coordinates to rotate. Isn't that orientation? Orientation is rotation. Yes. Yeah, orientation is a different thing that I'm going to be talking about as well, because we want things to rotate and shit like that too. Let's see. And then you want to parent this to the workspace. I like to parent it to the workspace. You can also parent it to a folder within the workspace. This is it's a little more maybe organized, but I usually like to just parent it to the workspace. Skill needs to teach Pepe only if he wants to. He said I roast him too much. You can teach me, just don't roast me. And we're gonna copy this. Oh no, we're not gonna copy it because everything has a different name. So we're gonna do middle.parent equals workspace, and then base.parent equals workspace. So basically what this means is that the cloned base part, the parent of it, is going to be the workspace. So that means that the clone of the base is going to appear in the workspace. All right, so now we have those things. I believe, yeah, I believe it should work starting now, yeah, unless I'm tweaking. So I said that the letter E was... Alright, so as you can see, it does appear, but we gotta rotate some stuff. So the only thing we actually need right now is the base. Because the middle and the Kame end, I believe is what I call this, is only for the tween service. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make the base part rotate. And I'm gonna add like the same effects as the spirit bomb. It's like this part, I don't know why it always does that. Oh, actually, I think that part has a collision on, so it collides with the thing. So I'm gonna make it rotate like that, basically. And you see that the screen shake does work, but let's keep moving. So these two parts are completely unnecessary right now, but I want to check out the let me get rid of that real quick. Let me get rid of these two so I can see how the middle looks by itself. Key for spirit bomb is R. All right, so we want this to be rotated 90 degrees on the x-axis, I believe. Right? Yes, I believe so. So to rotate things that are not the way you want them to be, you're gonna do middle, or the name of your part, the name of the part's variable, dot orientation. Equals permeable attachment to the C frame. Boy, I don't know how to do that. What's the orientation shit again? Oh, never mind, I got it. It's middle dot orientation plus vector 3 dot new, and we want to rotate it 90 degrees. It's gonna look like that. So let's try this now. I'm gonna try modeling, not scripting. Ooh, yes, modeling's fun. Oh, that didn't work. Am I bugging? Let's see. Orientation. Was that not 90? Let's see. Oh, it's 90. Oh my god. Okay. So it's 0, 90 right here. It's a little different with cylinders, just because I think they're usually on like the y-axis. All right, so there we go. So it's gonna be to the left. So if we want it on the right side, if you want it on the right side, you just do +3 instead of -3, I believe. And as you can see there, we have it on the right side. All right, so we don't really need this and this right now. We just need the base. So with that said, this should be fine, I believe. The what was it? The Kame. And then this we don't need. We only need the Kame right now, which is the base. So we're gonna do base dot parent equals workspace. Can somebody help me with math? You need help with a lot of shit, huh? So E, as you can see there, we have our Kamehameha. And then you want to make sure that everything is set to can't collide. So you do this, and you make sure that can't collide is off. Like that. Want to anchor everything if you want. I like to do that and do it in the script as well. All right, so let's go back in here. All right, so all of that looks good for now. Actually, let me change the C frames for these things just because they're a little bit off. So it's not gonna be Kame.cFrame. It's gonna be something like Kame.cFrame plus times cFrame.new. So I want to push the middle a little bit forward. So this is left to right, this is up and down, this is forward backward, I believe. So what we're gonna do is 0, 0, and then let's try 10 for now. Oh wait, I don't have it set to the workspace right now. Do it yourself. Thank you for whatever you sent, skill. I know that'll help me at some point. Middle dot parent equals workspace. So let's see what this looks like just for reference, because we will need these things to be aligned the way we need them to be before we launch our attack. All right, so as you can see, 10 is a little much, so we need to get it on this side. So we'll do a negative and maybe like 5. I think -5 will work. So instead of 10, we'll do -5, so it can be on the other side, and so it's not super separated. All right, so there's the beginning of it. That's what it looks like. And then we'll work on expansion after this. I just want to get everything to where it needs to be. Let's do Kame dot parent equals workspace. Let's see what that looks like. Oops, wrong one. All right, right, that's wrong right there. So what we want to do is the base is what needs to go up here, not Kame, because the base is what we use first. So it's actually going to be homerp.cframe. This was my bad. Plus cframe.new 0-0. Basically, you just want to make this the base, obviously. And then we're going to just do... This is going to be just Kame.cframe plus... I'm going to put this down below this one, just because I like to have it a little more organized. So it's going to be base.cframe, right? Yes. Base.cframe times cframe.new. Don't know why this is like this. Oh, that's why. Kame.cframe plus cframe.new. And we want to push this one further than this one because we want this at the very front. So let's try -10 for now. Let's see what this looks like. Could you copy my script onto stream? You don't have to if you don't want to. Sure, man. Oh, vector 3, my bad. There we go. That's better. Ooh, I keep pressing the wrong part. Let's see. Where is the... Don't see the Kame part anywhere. Clone, yes. Kame.anchor equals true. Kame.cframe equals... Oh, that's why. Base.cframe. Retracted. There we go. So we want to move this a little this way. So we're gonna just do -3. So it'll be centered. Maybe. Did that move at all? Let's try like 10. Music died. But I didn't get copyright claims, so we're gonna keep listening to that. Okay, yeah. So 10 was too much. Let's try 5. Five is too much. I swear it was 3, bruh. Three makes sense to me anyway. Try 4. Nah, 4 wouldn't be as much, I don't think. No. Three is a little tiny bit too much. Let's try 2.5. Yeah, 2.5 is what I was going for. Damn, 2.5 is still too much. Let's try 2 by itself. I feel like it's probably gonna be a 1.5. Think it's 1? Yeah, too much. Let's try 1. Take half of the original value, which is 3, right? Yeah. Yeah, but even 1 was too much. I feel like it should have been 0. Because it shouldn't have moved. Bruh, it was 0. I don't know why it didn't work the first time. That's whack. So let me move this 4.5. 4.5, yeah. So it's not super like noticeable. Yeah, the 0 is weird. Like when I first played it, it was like way off to the side. Why is everything broken? Did you just see that? What the fuck was that? Everything just broke. Bruh. Oh, I don't need that 0 there. Did you see that, bruh? That made no sense. Everything is back to the way it was before when it worked. So if it doesn't work, I don't get this, bro. I don't get it. I don't get why it keeps moving. Base frame, that moves it to the right side a little bit. This moves it forward. This moves it forward. So nothing here is changing. Nothing here is changing for these sides. So I don't know why it's doing that. But we're gonna move on. Now I use the following script for my for when it attaches, basically, right? So the part that we want to hit the like enemy is what you're gonna use here in this function. So we want to use Kame. We want to use Kame, right? Yeah, Kame. Because Kame is gonna be the part at the very front. So once the very front hits, it'll get attached to the base part of the Jesse, you know better than that, bruh. Anyway, so this is basically like when Kame touches the whatever, the humanoid root part, it'll hit. So the function hit is a base part. So when it hits a base part, not really sure what this means. You can just copy this. Humanoid equals hit dot parent find first child humanoid. So this is like this will do like it'll hit the humanoid basically. If humanoid, then so if the person is a humanoid, which most models do have the humanoid variable within them, then if humanoid dot health is greater than 0, then this is for destroying the meshes here. So the only thing that destroys here, we're gonna skip this for now. We'll come back to that later, or we can just do it now, whatever. So we're gonna do base destroy, because we're gonna have tween service after this as well. So this doesn't matter right now. We can just destroy all this at the moment. Destroy and Kame destroy. This is just how I do it, and it works. You gonna add JoJo stuff? Nah, bro. Fuck JoJo. So then so if the humanoid health is 0, it'll destroy all these things, and then we'll do humanoid colon take damage. Make sure the T and the D are capitalized, and then you want to put however much damage you want to do. So for testing purposes, like we said, we're gonna do 80. You can literally also do damage in here, because this will reference this, so it'll do 80 damage anyway, I believe. If not, we'll just come back in here and change it. I'll check out your script in a second, bro. Alright, so this also gets a lot of ends. So before I jump into this, we need 1, 2, 3, 4 ends straight off of here. So we're gonna do end, oops, end, expected close 29. Doop. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That one. The ends get kind of complicated at some point, to be honest. I never know how many ends to add. Way too many, I guess. Oh, that's the right amount right here. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4 ends, and then an end with the parentheses closing this function here. So you want to make sure you close your functions all the time. So we're gonna come back to this because we want to set the sizing of the base right now. So you want to set the sizing of the base below this function here, or at least that's just how it's worked with me. So we want to do local goal equals, and then you want to do this little thingy here, goal dot size. So this is going to be we're going to make, what I'm basically going to do is I'm going to make the base expand, and then we're going to make it launch. So we're going to make it expand first, and then we're going to launch it. I'll show you what it looks like. I'll do like a really exaggerated goal for now, just so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But make sure the S in size is capitalized as well. So we're gonna do equals base dot size plus vector3 dot new, and then since it's a circle, we're gonna make it huge, right? We're gonna make it 30 by 30 by 30, just so you guys can see what it looks like. Just so you guys can see like what I'm talking about by expanding by goal size. And then we're gonna do goal dot orientation, and this is gonna be what rotates the part. You can't really see the rotation on this one though, since it's neon, but I'll add a little wind mesh to it so you can see the rotation going on. So we're gonna do local info equals tween info dot new, and then here you put how long you want this expansion to go on first. So for our purposes, just so you guys can see what I'm talking about, I'm gonna put it at 5, so it'll take 5 seconds for the base part of the Kamehameha to fully expand to 30. And then we're gonna do local tween equals, and then you want to reference your tween service, create, and then you want to do all this stuff again. You want to reference everything here again. So you want to reference the part that you're doing, the info, and the goal. Oh, oops. There's 2 sets of parentheses here for some reason. And then something that I always forget to do, tween play there. So I'll show you what this looks like real quick. Pepe want a link to make your own intros, even though you probably already got one. Bro, these emojis, I know they're Android emojis. All right, so as you can see here, this is the goal size, right? So this is our goal. So what this does here, right? Goal size. So it'll take this right here. So the current size and then the goal size. So it'll take whatever size it is now versus the size that you want it to be. And then it'll get it to the size goal within X amount of seconds. So right here we put 5 just so you guys can see what it looks like. If you want to see what it looks like even bigger, I'm gonna do 300, and let's do 1. So it'll be like a very quick, huge like orb basically. And you want to make sure it's on do not collide, can't collide. So if we press E, it should be at huge pretty quick. It'll get huge in a second. So you can see here, goal size is 300, and there it is. All right. Okay, so now let's do a realistic goal here. And let's actually make the Kamehameha in general a little smaller so we can do a little expansion. So this is our Kamehameha here. I'm going to scale it down, and then we're going to put it back. That way it's not too big or too small. So now realistically, let's do like a 3 by 3 by 3. Let's do a second. So this will add 3 to each of the things. So this is the size we're working with right now. It's a little too big for my liking. So we're gonna let's do 1. Let's do 1 for now, right? So this will only add 1 extra like stud to each thing. So that's a pretty good size right there. We're not worried about these right now. All right, so we have that. And let me see if I can make it longer, because this is one of the things that I needed to figure out personally before I could get the Kamehameha down. That did not work. It might be this one. This might be height actually. I believe this is height. So just get taller. Or it could be just that it just doesn't work with spheres. Yeah, that'll be a weird I think spheres just change altogether because it's spheres, right? Let's find out real quick. So yeah, you can't change just one of the sides of the sphere because it's a sphere, so I can't really test it on that. So we're gonna move on. So we have this, and then after this plays, we want the rest of the stuff to start moving around. So we want the middle to move. And then we can either launch the full Kamehameha, or we can just make it like stay in our hands. For now, I'm gonna make it stay in my hand. So I'm gonna do local, and then now I'm gonna use like different variables for the Kamehameha movement. So I'm just gonna do. We have the base. The base is gonna stay exactly the same. So we're gonna keep that the way it is. But we need the middle, so we're gonna call that, let's call that I don't know what to call it. Just call it M. Local M equals folder dot middle, right? No, Kame body clone, and I believe that's correct. Yes, it is. And then we still want it to be anchored, so it's still going to be anchored regardless. So we're going to do M dot anchored. It's already anchored, but we're just gonna keep doing this again. True. M dot size. M dot size equals, I don't think I can reference, yeah, I can reference this. Middle dot size. So it'll be the same size as the middle part, which is basically the same as the M part. And then we're gonna do M dot C frame, which is where we want it to spawn. We want it to spawn where it hits and the C frame of where it hits. So we're gonna do hit dot C frame. And then you can rename this. So we're gonna rename it like, actually I'm gonna keep it the way it is because we don't really need a name for this part. It's just the thing. So we're gonna do m.parent equals workspace. So now when we hit something, this should show up, I believe, yeah. However, it's not moving right now, so you're not gonna be able to, we're gonna have to go up close. Oops. Jeez, everything's fucked up now, huh? Oh, I see. Switching sides. So we need to fix the home RP is right? Yeah. Yeah, home RP dot C frame plus. Oh, that's why. Yeah, I totally fucked this up. It's times C frame dot new. 0. I forget what it was. 0, -3. Oops, sorry, okay. C frame like that. Then it's base.C frame, yeah, okay. Thanks, skill. Alright, so as you can see now it spawns in the same direction all the time, except for the little part over there. We're gonna fix it after. But basically what I wanted was for this to spawn in the same spot no matter where we're looking. If you're not getting this, then that means that your C frame is a little off. So the thing that's off right now is the Kame. So yeah, it's not vector.new, it's times C frame dot new. I don't know why I saw it vector in my other script. But this is why it was all fucked up. Base frame, and then we moved it a little farther up, right? Yeah, I think it was 10, negative 10. Want me to test it out? No, it's not in the game yet. Alright, so as you can see, now no matter where I stand, it'll always go to the same spot. And the part is still expanding. So now it's fixed, now we're good. We'll worry about the where it is later. Okie doke. Actually, let me worry about it now. Make it 2 and 5. Oh, what do you mean, sir? What's up? Thanks for coming back. So as you can see there, looks pretty all right. Let me just make this bigger. Let me make it closer. Or we can do 3 here. We can move it a little farther up. There we go. Looks like a good Kamehameha so far. Alright, cool. So, like I said before, we don't really need this to spawn right now, but it's good just to have it there. And then, so what we can do now is basically to remove this workspace part, because we're going to be putting the workspace, we're going to be putting the parent within the tween service itself as well. So as you can see, this is going to be reiterated here. So what I can actually do is actually just take this information, here. Actually, I don't need the base. I don't need the middle. I just need the Kame. And I can move it in here. And then I can remove this part from here. Let me leave that here just because the Kame is defined here. And then we don't need that. Okay. Okay, let me go in here. Actually, let me just leave everything the way it was, because I did reference stuff around here. Oops. Oh yeah. That all goes. Okay. Yeah, man, it's a little complicated. All right, so local, and we're gonna do end, because this will be the we're gonna do local k equals folder dot Kamehameha. Oops. Dot Kame end, I believe we put it as, yes. Clone. K dot anchored equals true. K dot size equals Kame dot size. Yes, Kame dot size. And then K dot C frame equals hit dot C frame. K dot parent equals workspace. Okay. So after this place, this will. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Oh, hey, bozo. Okay, so what we want to do now is do goal. We're going to do m goal. So this will be the goal of the m equals, it's in this thing. Alright, we're going to do local, my bad. Local m goal equals that. Then we're going to do m goal dot size equals what was it? M dot size plus vector 3. This is where we use vector 3. Yes, sir. Dot new. So now we want to do the goal size. So I believe we want to make it taller. We want to make it taller. We want to make it longer. And then I think the width is fine. So we want to do 110 0. We'll try that for now. See what happens, and then we'll adjust as needed. So for now, I'm just gonna do the size so we can jump back in and see what needs to change. So we're gonna do local m info equals tween info dot new, and then let's make it last a second. Oops. Local m tween equals tween service create. And then we do what was it again? You want to reference the part that you're doing, the info, and the goal. And then m tween play, and this will play it for you. Let's see what this looks like. I think I might need to wait until the okay, so this is what this looks like now. So we need to launch something at the dummy. So I think we can do this from here. So let me take this part here. And then what do we call this? Base, middle, Kamehameha. Yep. Middle. This is just for testing purposes, because I need to test it so I can implement it. Oh yeah, I forgot to workspace it. So middle dot parent equals workspace. There we go. So as you can see, it is getting a little longer. So what I'm gonna do is this. So we can see it grow from like the base to out. What I'm gonna do is make the base completely just tiny. Make the middle completely tiny. So let me put it back in the workspace. Let me grab this. Let me make it come back all the way back here. That way we can see it expand from here all the way out. Know what I mean? I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So we're gonna put it back into the server storage. And now let's make it a more, we're gonna do 100 and we're gonna make it fatter. So we're gonna do 3. We might need to change the first and third variables for this to work, but okay. Let's do it back to 1. Middle. Let's leave it at 0. Now I believe that just grew in there. So let's do like 5,000. See what that looks like. It's hard until you understand what you're doing, yeah. I want to know why it's not doing anything now. What was that at -3? So I don't know, let's do -1. And then I'll expand 5,000. Don't really get what is expanding. So in order for me to see what's expanding, let's remove the base for now. Just so I can see what's expanding. I want to see if it's expanding upwards, outwards, or what. You know, it's doing what I want it to do, but 5,000 doesn't even seem like enough. Let's try something like this. For some reason, it only grows this much. Not really sure why. Is that just a cap on it? What if we did times? Oh, that went in. This might be the wrong variable that we're using. Let's do that 0. Let's try doing it this one. Let's try 1,000 here. Good morning, annoyance. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Now, I want to know if there's a way for me to just do it to where it's only going to do it on one side. So let's try that real quick. All right. That doesn't work. So now we're stuck with this looking like this. So what we need to do, what the fuck? Oh, it's over here, that's why. What we need to do nice. So let me go back to plus. And I'm going to be in extreme pretty soon. I don't know if there'll be a part 2. I'll probably have it done by the time I do anything like that. But this is our array so far. Right, so what we need to do in order for it to be like a lot cleaner is make it move forwards as well. No, it's just the way that a cylinder works, unfortunately. I could potentially do it with a mesh. I'm gonna try it with a mesh for sure. 1 second. Alright, I got company. So, like I said, all you gotta do is find a cylinder mesh instead of a cylinder from Roblox. Just because the cylinder from Roblox, when you expand it on a z-axis or whatever it is, it expands from the middle. So you get that like weird expansion where it expands from the left and right. So if you can find a mesh cylinder, that'll be a lot better. But yeah, that's gonna be it for now. Like I said, just try to find a mesh cylinder if you can, because as you can see, as you saw, the cylinder in Roblox is weird as fuck. But I did figure that out at the end. So, bro, I don't have. Oh my god, bro. I don't know. Where is it? Let me show skill shit real quick. Message text. Let's see. So I just put this in what, like a server script? You can do a local player script. Starter pack or starter character. Let me know, bro, because I gotta go ASAP. Let me just post it in here, bro. Starter pack, okay. Is it? I didn't get a chance to look at it. Do I just play or? Ooh, you have like shit. Okay. Let's see what this does. This man has an earth-shattering Kamehameha. Character is not a valid member of players. Damn, bro, it don't work. Alright, I gotta go. Thank you so much for watching. I'll have this done by the time I stream again, so I'll show you guys what that looks like.